then we'll call it a day. I definitely think at anyone's house. No. Yep, waiting for my people to come on so I can get started. It's a very hot topic here, so waiting for my folks, my people, to come talk about this issue here. See what's going on here. Yep. Let's see something here. Hello, guys. Welcome, welcome, guys. Welcome back to this live stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We've got a lot of stuff to talk about, guys. Today we're going to be continuing the subject, Dee Mwango. Guys, if it's the first time you see this channel, please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. Okay, continue with the love. Spread the love, guys. Hi, how you guys doing? Glad to see that you guys are all here. Thank you for joining in, my friends. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, guys, today we're going to be talking about Dee Mwango, guys. Dee Mwango. I don't know if you all know Dee Mwango, the content creator that, as you can see the title of the live stream, Dee Mwango was caught on camera buying, selling, and promoting narcotics in Kenya. Guys, and as you know, the illegal narcotics we're talking about is bang, B-H-A-N-G. And you know what bang is? Bang is weed, marijuana, ganja is the same thing. So we're talking about that today. So if you are a fan of Dee Mwango, this live stream is probably not for you. But whoever is for me, always gonna be with me no matter what we talk about on this live stream. Guys, have you noticed the last time I did my live stream was last Sunday? And when I did my live stream last Sunday, a lot of you guys did not show up on the live stream. But today, hopefully, I can start doing more live stream more frequently, and I'm planning to do that like on Sundays. But yes, guys, Don't forget to like, okay? Put in a lot of likes for me. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. How am I doing? I'm doing good, my friend. I'm doing very, very well. I cannot complain. I hope you all are doing well. So, yes, let's join in because you guys know I don't do a lot of live stream like this. So, as you can see the thumbnail and the title, we're talking about Dee Mwango. You know, Dee Mwango is doing a little bit too much. Okay, the last time she left her village, Nebaanse, and she went straight down to Nairobi, which is the capital of Kenya. And this girl, I guess the reason why for her doing all of this is, at one point, Dee Mwango is getting a lot of views. When I say lots of views, I mean lots of views. It get to the point now where she's already, well, she still gets views, but she's not getting the type of views like what she was getting before, because of all of her lies are catching up with her, the stuff them that she's been promising her subscribers, you know, the boyfriend issue about the so-called rented boyfriend from Poland, all this other stuff that, you know, plus she's been abusing her dog, Matt. You know, people who love dogs don't like to see dogs caged up in cage, okay, and be left for hours at a time without food and water. And I don't know why Dee Mwango is doing what she's doing. I think it's because she thinks it's Kenya, and maybe she's figuring more that they're African, so she can just do whatever she wants to do. It doesn't matter if she takes a dog and lock up a dog over there. Don't feed the dog. Leave the dog on the outside, you know, without water, with a rope around the neck. She probably saying, you know what? This is Kenya anyways. Nobody's not going to do anything. But I was checking out the animal protective services in Kenya. There are laws. There are laws concerning pets, dogs. It's in particularly dogs. There's protection. You know, they have protection against abuse and cruelty. And by her getting mad. You hear this, if you watch her channel, you'll hear mat, 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 mat. That's all you hear is her pet dog. And what she does is, at first, when how she gets this dog to begin with is by she bought this dog on the side of the road while she was driving to Mombasa. I don't know if it was an illegal buy or what, but to what I understand, she does not have papers for the dog. The dog is not vaccinated. The dog does not have his shots. And you know, in places like those, they got like wild animals, they got hyenas, they got, you know, big snakes and stuff like that. And this girl, what she does, she got to the point where she left her Airbnb in Mombasa, went back to Nebaanse village, turned around, she took the dog to her mother's home. They didn't want it there. She took the dog to her brother's home. They didn't want it there. And the reason why they did not want it there is because that she would leave the dog for hours and hours at a time in their home. The dog would piss, the dog would shit, the dog would do all kinds of stuff. She wouldn't clean it. And practically the dog was abandoned. So I guess it's either a mom tell her that, you know, the dog cannot stay here. You can't bring the dog on the inside. She's claiming that in Kenya, people don't have dogs inside the house in Kenya. But I really don't believe that. It doesn't matter. Even if people don't have dogs on the inside of their homes, it doesn't mean that you have to abuse them. So Ayamara, which is her brother, did not want or does not want the dog there because Dee Mwango keeps abandoning, keeps neglecting, and keeps ignoring Matt there. So I guess allegedly the brother told her that the dog could not be there. But that's what I'm feeling that they're telling her, because I don't know. Those type of dogs are pedigree dogs. Why would you buy a pedigree dog off the street and then you lock it up in a cage? You build a cage for it where the dog can't even turn around. I mean, if you love your dog so much, if you're going to build a cage, at least build a safe cage where it does not need a rope around the neck. You could just build the dog cage and let it run freely at nights in that cage, and you leave food and water. Leave a good amount of food and leave a good amount of water and leave ample space for that dog to run around. But you only have the dog in a little tiny cage, just like so. And anybody that has dog knows that. A dog, if they smell you from a mile away, they're going to bark. Can you imagine if a lion or an hyena come in the middle of the night? Matt can smell that big animal from a mile away. Can you imagine how scared that dog is at nighttime? Thinking that a hyena and a lion is going to come and dismantle that cage and eat that dog. But you know, if that were the case, if a dog or if a hyena comes to Kenya, to where that dog is in Never-Ansay, and hurt and kill that dog, and Dee Mwango would never bring that on camera. As I said, she would hide that. That would not be in the video. I understand that the views are down for her, but it doesn't mean that you have to, you have to abuse your dog. You have to neglect your dog. You only use your dog when it's time for that dog to be on the camera. Because when it's not on the camera, how do we know that you're actually feeding that dog? You leave sometimes for 2 days. You leave sometimes for hours and hours and hours at a time. Is that dog being fed? When she comes there, you can tell that nobody pays attention to Matt. Nobody. She's claiming that she left the dog with Uncle Mo for Uncle Mo to take care of the dog. How are you going to leave the dog with Uncle Mo for Uncle Mo to take care of the dog when you was traveling with Uncle Mo for 2 days? So in that process of that 2 days while you were traveling, that dog's been locked up for the whole 2 days. Who's been taking care of that dog while you were traveling to Mombasa? Your brother is not there. David Jr. is busy taking care of his own stuff. All the people that you're claiming are working on your construction site, who's actually taking care of this dog? Who's actually doing that? I feel that the animal protective people need to come down on Dee Mwango. They need to get Dee Mwango and they need to arrest Dee Mwango for animal cruelty and animal abuse. Okay? In America, people don't do that to their dogs. In the Western world, people don't abuse animals. It is against the law to abuse an animal, to deprive an animal of water, to deprive an animal of food, and to deprive an animal, really, to lock up an animal without, that is outright abuse. Guys, if you don't think that's abuse, leave it down in the comment section. Comment down and let me know, guys, if you would actually have a dog and you would lock it up for days at a time with no water, no food. And even if you're claiming that you're leaving food, you leave a little bit of food here, a little bit of water there, and you're gone for hours at a time. And you know for a fact you cannot go for hours at a time and leave a dog without adequate food and adequate water. That is called animal cruelty and animal abuse. Regardless, they have feelings just like us. Guys, leave it down in the comment section. Leave your thoughts and your opinion down in the comment section. And don't forget to like up this video. Like up the live stream, guys. Like it up. You're going to help me a whole lot if you put a lot of likes on this. Okay? Also, leave your comment down and let me know how you're feeling about what I'm talking about. Guys, I need you guys to participate in this. I'm not the only ones here now. Like, guys, like up the live stream, guys. Like it up, so we can all move on. So, guys, yes, that's what I have on my mind to say, that I just feel that some of these people are just getting away with too much. I feel that Dee Mwango should not be allowed to keep that dog. If you can't afford that dog, why are you having a dog if you can't afford? You're just going to have a dog just to abuse that dog? Deprive it of food and water? No, that is downright animal cruelty. I do not tolerate people who abuse animals, even though I don't want an animal for myself. But it does not mean that I want to see a person abuse an animal. Animal abuse is against the law. It is not right for a person to abuse an animal. It is not right for you to lock up an animal with not enough food, not enough water. It is against, I know in the United States here, you cannot do that. If you have an animal here in the United States and you abuse that animal, I guarantee you're going to go to jail for animal abuse. You're going to get a lot of charges. You're not going to get away with abusing an animal, locking up an animal. Don't feed an animal. Do not. And then it needs to be checked for rabies. It needs to be checked for a lot of these diseases that animals have. Okay, because if not only that, you're protecting yourself and you're protecting the public. This is animal abuse, because if that dog gets away and bites somebody and gives that person rabies, you're going to be responsible for that. I do not. Hi, my friends, how you guys are doing? Don't forget to like, guys. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. Send me some love this way, okay? And again, forgive me because I might not be able to read some of the comments. Because, I'm talking, so... Because I might not be able to read some of the comments. Hold on. Because, yes. And, sometimes the screen, acts funny when you're using these phones. So, just put your comment down in the comment section and let us agree to disagree. Don't forget to like up the live stream though. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share. Okay, I love all of my people them, okay, and I want to build a community. I want to make sure come over here. Hello, my friend. Hello. I want to make sure come live every Sunday. Okay, look out for me every Sunday so we can come up and chat. I even want to do more of it, not only on Sundays but on other times too. But right now, as you can see, I'm in my new home. I have not moved in my new home yet, but I'm here. Me and my husband, we're here and we're doing work. So it's not completed yet for me to come in. I still have to do the kitchen floor, even though it's moving ready, but it's not moving ready to our liking. We're changing up a few things. In the meantime, I'm staying at my daughter's home, but as soon as my bedroom set gets delivered next week, I would say probably next weekend, we should be all moved in. But everything is not going to be perfect. But we can still work on it while we're here. Because we got new carpet, the walls are good, everything is good, but it's not up to our likings. The basement needs work. My husband is down in the basement doing the work. I'm going to show you guys when the work is done. I will show you guys, and I will show you some of the work being done also too, but not on a live stream right now. I'll do a video and I will show you what's going on in the basement. I did a video also about the chimney sweep, so you guys can check out that one about the chimney sweep. And then I'll continue to do little videos here, little videos there about the home that we not too long ago purchased, this home that I'm sitting in. But like I said, we have not moved in yet. Of course, we got the couches over there that you can see. Let's see if you guys can see my couch. Let's see, you guys can see the kitchen and the couch and, you know, stuff, but we still want it to, you know, look good before we move it. And once I'm here moving, I'm gonna be doing a lot of live stream here. Once I've moved in, I'm gonna show you, you know, what I cook for breakfast. I'm gonna show you what I eat for dinner. I'm just gonna show you a few things. So I'm excited for that. I'm looking forward to that. So stay tuned for that, guys, and make sure you guys follow me, watch my videos, like and subscribe to my channel, and you'll see all about the stuff that I'm doing, and you can catch up and know who is Jackie, who am I. Anyways, guys, let's get back to to Dee Mwango. Okay, so now let me go into my notes here and further. Okay, another thing again with Dee Mwango is Dee Mwango tells a lot of lies for views. And I just want to know, you know, because I'm trying to be that content creator, consistent content creator. I want to build up my audience. Okay, but I don't want to build my audience and tell lies on my channel. I don't want to do that. I want to come authentically, you know, but you see people like Dee Mwango, they lie so much. They lie. And the thing about it is, it seems as if she's just not, she doesn't have any respect for her subscribers. Of course, she has a lot of subscribers, okay? 400 and something thousand subscribers is a lot of subscribers. I want that. I want a lot of subscribers. I want 1 million subscribers. But I just don't want any subscribers that's going to come to my channel, subscribe 1 minute, then they're going to unsubscribe, then they subscribe, then unsubscribe. I want loyal, genuine subscribers that's going to be down with me through thick and through thin, through the good and through the bad. I want those type of subscribers. Anyways, let me get back to Dee Mwango and the lies. She lies so much. And then, I don't know if you notice, all these stories that she's been creating about boyfriends, these fake boyfriends. It's a shame though. It's a shame to know how some women can be. It's a damn shame. It's really a shame to know how some women can just lower their prestige just for views. You know, or rather, you know, she called herself a Christian, a Seventh-day Adventist. She buy these white men off of online dating app. Just, come on now, why can't you be yourself? You don't have to go, look, listen, there's nothing wrong with you having a white man, but you shouldn't say to yourself, I'm gonna go out looking for a white man because I don't want a black man. You shouldn't be saying that. I think love should come naturally, and love will find you, and you don't have to create any stories. You don't have to fake anything. I just want to know what is wrong with you being with your own people. It's nothing wrong with you being with other race, but what is wrong with your own people? Why you don't like your own people? Why you feel that just because you your own people are black like you feel that they don't deserve respect? Why is that? I'm just asking that question to Dee Mwango. Why do you feel that your own black people, your own African, your own Kenyans don't deserve your respect? Why? Because you have 400 and something thousand subscribers. You feel that they're not good enough for you. Why is that so? I can't understand that. I feel that you have to love yourself first before you can love somebody else. Like I said, it's nothing wrong with you dating outside of your community, out of your country, out of your race, because people are people. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. But when you're putting down your own people, making your own people look like they're nothing, um, if people are watching, like from Russia, the Caribbean, I would say Europe, the Caribbean, or any part of the world, they're watching, right? They're looking in at Africa, and they're looking in on the Africans, and they're seeing that certain parts of Africa, I know it's not all of Africa, okay? Certain parts of Africa, people are so impoverished, they're so poor, to the point that they will actually crucify their own people. I just want to know if you think that people are looking from these parts of the world, if you think that that is setting up, that is looking good for you, if you're out there representing yourself and your people in a very bad way, and if you think you travel to places like China, other different places in this world, people are not going to look down on you. I just want to know that, because if you're traveling to these parts of the world, right, and people are watching your YouTube channel, and they're saying, oh, this is the lady that's in Africa. She's a YouTuber. She puts down her own people. She regards herself as nothing because she's black. She regards herself as her own people as they're nothing because they black. Why you feel that you have to idolize? Don't you feel that you have to love yourself and your people first before you can love somebody else, regardless of poverty? Poverty doesn't give you the right to crucify yourself and to also crucify your people. That has nothing to do with poverty. I say actually that has to do with bad mind. It's all in the mind. If you tell yourself, okay then, I'd rather go to Europe and respect somebody's laws than my own law in Kenya. I'd rather go to Russia, I'd rather go to any parts of the world other than Kenya, and respect your laws and respect your people, as long as it's not the Africans and as long as it's not Kenyans. Guys, don't you see how that looks? This Dee Mwango here worship Mzungus. She put Mzungus in front of her. She thinks that once you are a white man, you're supposed to be better off than any other man. Why? Why is that so? Why can't you find the love within yourself? There's nothing wrong with you loving a white man, loving an Indian man, loving a Chinese man, loving a Japanese. There's nothing wrong with those. It is nothing wrong with that at all. But first, don't you think that the love comes from within first of all? Yeah, I think so. I think you have to love yourself first before you start loving other people. And there's nothing wrong with loving other people. I'm all for that. I'm all for showing love, because that's what we're doing here. We're spreading love. But when you can't respect your own people, that is something that is bad. When you feel like, because you know why I said this, guys? Dee Mwango has a sister, okay, by the name of Winnie. Her older sister. Nobody talks about her. The only time you see Winnie is when Dee Mwango will go to her shop to get braiding hair, or congrats mom, don't even show her. You see, it's like these people don't really recognize Winnie. Winnie is the older sister. Winnie is Winnie, then I am Mara, then Dee Mwango, then David Jr. It seems as if they're ashamed of her because she lives in a mud house, a mud house. And that's where all of them came from. Mara and all of them came from a mud house first. But for some reason, it's like when they're doing videos of her or they trying to give her something for her children, they never go to her home. It's like they're so embarrassed. Even the mother, congrats, mom. This girl was marrying I think it was a couple months ago in the summer. She got married. Hi, how you doing, my friend? She got married, right? This was Winnie, the older sister. Do you know that none of them advertises on their YouTube channel? None of them. None of them put her on the YouTube channel. You know how we knew that she was getting married? I think one of the workers that worked for Mara, I think it was Gitty River, I think. Gitty River did a video on the wedding, and I guess the video went around in circles, and we happened to see that Winnie had gotten married because it's old-fashioned wedding like what they do in Kenya. But they're so embarrassed of their sister that they will not show her in their YouTube channel. And I'm just saying, these people, they don't even like their own sister. And I'm just saying every day, why can't you open up a YouTube channel for your older sister so your older sister can do YouTube just like David Jr. and just like Ayamara and just like you, so that older sister can afford to take care of her children too? Why can't you guys help the older sister instead of you guys are embarrassed to show your older sister? When every time she comes around, it's always like you guys are, she has to come to the home. When she comes to the home, it's like she's a slave. You guys need to help your older sister get a YouTube channel. Why are you guys so selfish? Why are you guys so, and the begging, guys? If you guys watch Ayamara and Dee Mwango, now Dee Mwango claimed that she was so rich, okay? She was a rich auntie, running back and forth, running back here and there. Now she gets to the point where she can't even afford to travel anymore. She went and claiming that she's building that big retirement home or whatever she's calling herself, building the big retirement home. Now she cannot afford to even buy a bag of cement now. She got to be scraping and scraping and scraping for YouTube to send her that money on the 22nd of every month. Remember, now she claiming that she was rich and she was the richest auntie in the Baanse village. Now she building up that so-called mansion because everything that the brother does, she want to do everything that the brother does. So the brother built that mansion from the subscribers' money. Now she wants to build a mansion just like the brother, and she cannot afford it. She hang her hat so high to the point where she can't even reach it. Then another thing again, she kept on lying to the subscribers. Oh, I'm going to travel. I'm going to travel. Guess where she went to travel? Went to Nairobi. Do you know how many times she have shown that Nairobi content? And just repetition up and repetition. And that's why she's losing subscribers. And that's why she's losing views. Because no matter how much subscribers love you, they don't want to see you repeat stuff and be showing them every day something that they have already seen over and over and over many, many, many times. So that's the fact that she got so broke trying to build that home, she can't afford to travel no more. And I heard, I didn't say it, it's alleged, I'm going to say allegedly, okay? Allegedly that her so-called boyfriend in Poland sent her a plane ticket and she can't even afford to fly because I heard that she's having problems getting the visa to go to Europe. And then number two, I heard that she don't have enough money to fly. She don't have enough money once she gets there. She don't have enough money in her bank account to show once you pass through immigration and they stop you off at immigration and says, you know, how long are you going to be staying here for? Say for instance, she's going to Poland and they stop her in Poland and says, look, how long are you going to be staying here? She probably might say 2 weeks, right? That's what I'm just saying. When you're staying 2 weeks in a country, you have to have, they're going to say, do you have money to support yourself while you're in this country for 2 weeks? She probably can say, well, my boyfriend is going to take care of me, or I have enough money with me to take care of me. If she can't show a certain amount in that bank account, she's not going to be allowed in that country. So it looks nice on camera where she's flashing herself all over the place, saying that she's rich, saying that this. If you don't have a certain amount of money inside of that bank account to go in these people's country, whichever country you go to, and immigration stop you and ask you, you know, what is your purpose of traveling? You really have to give a good reason for traveling. Are you traveling for vacation? You're traveling for what? Most now what they're doing here in the United States now, Trump is very, very strict. You can get in trouble if you get a United States visa and you come to this country, right? In America here, and you make visa and you make video, I should say, and you post that video here in America, you can have problems with it, even though you're paying taxes. You can still have, you have to have a special kind of permit to come here now in America from any part of where you come from to create videos and post it here. You can create the videos here and take it to where you come from and probably post it once you get back. But once you stay here and post it in America, you actually can get in trouble now for doing that without a permit. Anyways, guys, welcome to the live stream. Please to like, subscribe, comment, and share, guys. And I really appreciate you guys being here. I'm only going to be here for 1 hour, guys. So, you know, come with me, talk with me, you know, leave sweet comments. Please be nice, okay? I don't do a live stream too much, but we have to break these things down. I'm a reactor. If it's the first time you see me, it's _Jackie62. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. Go there, watch all of my videos then. Let me know how you feel about things. Let me know if you like my content, you know, let me know. I do a lot of things. I do reaction, I do travel sometimes, I do park videos, I do lifestyle, I do cooking, I do a little bit of everything. Okay, because I am not up there yet like those big YouTubers. Okay, I'm trying to get monetized here and I'm trying to grow my YouTube channel. So I would really, and I'm kindly asking you guys, please, for the support. I would really appreciate it. Don't take it for granted, guys. I would not take you and nobody else for granted. And again, too, thank you for all of the new subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. And guys, please, if you subscribe, do not unsubscribe, okay? Just stay with me. Keep subscribing and stay. It doesn't cost you anything to subscribe. And then turn on your notification bells, because I'll be putting a lot of videos up lately. Turn on your notification bell. I've got a video coming out tomorrow too, and then there's more gonna be coming up, okay? So watch out for all of those videos. Like them. Put your comments down in. Don't be afraid to comment. I am not gonna get upset. I got thick skin, okay? So if you don't like something or you do like it, say you like it, okay? Whatever it is, give me your opinion on whatever you think I'm doing, because you're supposed to be able to put your opinion without anyone chastising or, you know how that is. So don't forget to like even this live stream here. Like it up, please. I'm begging you guys. You know, begging you, please. Anyways, guys, let's get back to the main topic again. See, I got my wrap on again. It's getting cold and I didn't do my makeup so today, but I'm still good, guys. Anyways, guys, let me see what else we're going to talk about with Dee Mwango. Hang on there, I gotta write things down. Okay, then we talk about the boyfriend, we talk about Matt. Anyways, guys, I'm saying that that house that Dee Mwango is building, I say to myself, Why are you building such a big home if you cannot afford to finish it? Is nothing wrong with somebody building their dream homes. Nothing wrong with that. I would love to build my dream home too, if I could. You know, I would like to build a home. This one here, we didn't build it, we bought it. But it still needs a lot of work. But you know what? I am so thankful and so grateful for it. You know why? Because I don't owe anything to any banks. Nobody cannot knock on, nobody can evict me out of here. The banks can't come and take it away from me. So I'm grateful because of that. So it doesn't matter if it's falling down. I would just, me and my husband will take a little bit of time and it will fix it little bit at a time. Because this house have taken all of our funds. All of the funds are gone because it was just so expensive to buy. But we put ourselves in that position to make sure that we can have something. It doesn't matter if it's falling down. It doesn't matter. We'll fix it a little bit at a time and God will help us. And I put all my trust and believe in God that we're going to get it to the way how we want it. Okay? So I'm grateful for that and I'm thankful for that. And I'm also thankful for you guys' support. I'm very grateful that you guys took the time and come here today. Very, very grateful for that. I don't take that for granted. So it's a lot of things that I'm grateful for. A lot of things, you know. And I'm also thank you for subscribing and I thank you for liking. Okay, let's continue, guys. Let's continue. So I'm just saying that now that there's nothing wrong with her building a big home. But if it's your first home, why are you going to build such an extravagant home if you know that you cannot afford it? Why don't you just creep before you walk? Why are you going to walk and then you creep? You know, so I think that all of that is just nothing but bragging, showing off. You don't have to brag for anything because people don't like people that likes to show off and brag. And me, that just gets under my skin when I see people show off, brag, put other people down, walk on people, step on over on people just because you might be a little bit better off than somebody. You're doing better. It doesn't give you the right to treat people like they're shit. I don't like people like those. And the reason why I have a problem with Dee Mwango, she does that to her people in the village. She talks down to them. She treats them like shit. And I don't like people like those that treat other people like dogs. I just don't like it. And that's exactly what she's doing right now with that dog over there. She's treating that dog very badly. And I don't like abuse and cruelty. That's the height of cruelty. That's the height of abuse. Why brag and boast if you know you don't have stuff? Why don't you just take your little time and humble yourself? What does it take for you to humble yourself? Why can't you just humble yourself and be a good person and stop trying to prove stuff to people? And people at the ending of the day don't care whether you come up here, you brag or not. People really don't care. If you think people care, you got something coming to you. People don't care about people no more. Yeah, they don't. And that's the part that bothers me too. When I see the way outside. And another thing again too, when you always want to be receiving, why don't you just go and give to some people sometime? Sometimes you just need to come out of your comfort zone and just go. Take $10 sometime. If you don't have $1, $5, $10 or $20, take $20. Go change them out and turn them into $1 bills. Go down to your street and look for the homeless people down there. Give them $2 a piece. Even if you got to give 10 people $2 a piece, that's $20. even though some of them are drug addicts, but sometimes they're not. Sometimes they honestly and truly are homeless due to circumstances. It's not only always drugs why they are homeless. Sometimes it's divorce. Sometimes they lost their jobs. Sometimes it's due to death. It's a lot of things sometimes why people are homeless. It's not only drugs. It's a lot of things. Eviction, all kinds of stuff why people sometimes become homeless. Sometimes they got a lot of children, and it's always financial why people become homeless, always. Because they can't afford to live. Sometimes they don't have homes to put them up. And sometimes the government find them and put them in homes. And because of bureaucracy and because of all what they got to go through, they can't keep up. And they end up getting evicted. Sometimes the rent, the inflation. Sometimes gentrification. It can be all kinds of reason why somebody are homeless. So it's always good. I always feel that when you're a good person, you're a giving person. Regardless of what? Because I feel if you give, you will get back stuff. And then when you give, you have with a good heart. You can't give something and then look forward for that person to give it back to you or say, I'm going to give this because I'm going to get it back. It has to be genuine. It has to come from the heart. Give and it shall be given unto you, good measures pressed down, running over, shaking together. Don't always want to receive and always want to get. I can always go like them in Africa, she and her brother. I can always go on a live stream. When they go on a live stream, every time you see Dee Mwango and I am Mara on a live stream, you know, they're looking for super chats, they're looking for donations, they're looking for everything. But sometimes they come in a different way. Sometimes they come in a different forms. They come with all kinds of stories first. They come and they lie to you, they come and they talk about haters. They're the first ones to talk about haters. People who talk about haters, I think those are the main haters, the ones that talks about haters. So when they come on these live stream, at the ending of the live stream, Mara already, I remember he did a live stream when he was in Argentina with Rocio. And when he came off of that live stream, he was saying that he gained 1,000 US dollars at the ending of that live stream. So all they do is beg. And the thing about it, the worst thing about with Ayamara, Dee Mwango, and Davi Jr., they have a lot of subscribers, even though some of their subscribers are not YouTubers, but a lot of their subscribers are YouTubers. So if you have a lot of subscribers that are YouTubers, take at least one day out of the week to at least give them, a strength on YouTube. Come out, shout them out so people can follow them, so their channel can grow. Don't expect to only just receive. You have to give. Not one of them people, not one single one of them come out and shout out any of their subscribers. Not one. The only time you hear I am Mara and Dee Mwango shout out any one of their subscribers because they just got a donation. When they get a donation, oh yeah, thank you, she goes, Janet Harris. Janet Harris is the main one. I think she's also a moderator of Ayamara, and she's also a supporter for Dee Mwango. Thank you, Doreen Small. Thank you. That's all you hear them. Thank you. You don't hear them saying that they're giving back nothing. Ayamara, you don't hear Ayamara, congregating to donate nothing to his people them in Africa. All he does is put up fake charity, collect money for the grandma over there. Lord knows how much money that he collected for the grandma, and didn't even tell the grandma or show the grandma what people have been donating. He built that home, but half of the stuff that you're seeing on camera is not what you think it is. Half of the stuff has not been told on that camera. Mara have not said how much money that he has raised on that camera. He have not said anything about it. And I heard that the amount of money that Mara got from doing that collection for the grandmother, woo, he took all of that money and went on vacation with Rosie. They all was using that lady for content. They used that lady for views. They used her for everything. Everything. They used Brian, which is the grandson. They use Brian, they use the grandmother, they use, you have actual people in the village. Even Triska or Kriska Sagati. She's with the grandmother every day now making content. She making content back to back to back to back. They always be using people, always. I gotta collect here. It's always collection for those people, always, always. Never, nothing is genuine. Nothing is genuine on the part of Dee Mwango and Ayamara. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Anyways, guys, I will be right back. I have to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Yes, guys, I'm back. I'm back. Anyways, guys, I don't know if you heard the story about Dee Mwango going to the poorest part of Kenya. Okay, the real slum of Nairobi. Okay, and what she was doing there, she was buying illegal drugs and promoting the drugs, okay, on her video, on her channel. So she was down there buying bang for the dealers them that was selling it in Kenya. Okay, we saw that video. But do you know how I know that Dee Mwango did something that is wrong? You can't find that video no place right now. She either deleted that video or she put that video in hiding, in private mode. But what Dee Mwango does not know that the reactors them still have that video, downloaded that video. Hi. Yeah, the reactors them have downloaded that video. So Dee Mwango, I heard right now that Dee Mwango allegedly, let me say allegedly, that Dee Mwango is on the run. She's back in the village and she's running from the authorities because there's so many videos have been created on this subject of the narcotics. Even Mara's biological father was calling her a drug trafficker. And Mara's biological father, which is Coherent Senior, if you go on his channel, you'll hear what he's saying. That Dee Mwango is a drug trafficker and Dee Mwango should have known better not to be promoting and buying narcotics for the people them and for the dealers them on the street that was selling the bang. And bang, like I said, is called cannabis. And it's called ganja, marijuana in different places. All depends on where you go to. You'll hear different names for bang. But in Kenya, it is called bang, and sometimes they call it bangi. It is illegal in Kenya. You can end up spending, let me see if I can find it and read it for you guys on Google. How illegal this thing is and how serious this is in Kenya. And so Dee Mwango should have known better. All right? And promoting drugs is not a good look for Dee Mwango. Okay? All right, so hold on. Bang is called B-H-A-N-G, bang. Okay, so let's see what it says here, and I'm going to read it for you guys. Hold on. All right. All right, let's see. Where is it at? Let's see something here. Hold on. Okay, all right. It says, I want to make sure I can read it clearly. It says in Kenya, cannabis, locally known as bang or bangi, is an illegal narcotic drugs under the Narcotic Drug and Psychotropic Substances Act, Control Act of 1994. All possession, cultivation, and trafficking of bang are prohibited and carry severe criminal penalties. Key facts about bang's legal status in Kenya. Recreational use is illegal. Any use or possession of cannabis for recreational purposes is strictly banned. So you can't smoke weed in Kenya. Medical use is not permitted. While there have been debate and lobbying effort for medical legalization, the government does not currently recognize or permit the use of cannabis for medical purposes. So whichever way you take it, weed, ganja, marijuana is illegal in Kenya. And all right, let me see what you get. The penalties are severe in Kenya. Listen to this. Consequences can range from lengthy prison sentences and substantial fine to life imprisonment for trafficking large quantities. Penalties can include possession for personal use, up to 10 years in prison, Although sources indicate this was formerly 15 years. Trafficking up to life imprisonment and fines depending on the quantity involved. Cultivation up to 20 years in prison and significant fines, with the land also subject to forfeiture to the government. So if you grow marijuana in Kenya, the government can come and take your land away from you too. And you can spend 20 years to life in prison for bang. So the trafficking of bang. So Dee Mwango, people are watching you. And I actually believe when you're saying that you're on the run, because if the government finds the videos and see that you were buying the drugs for them, promoting the illegal drugs, it's called trafficking. You are doing all of that. You are promoting it on your YouTube channel, on your video. How stupid and silly you were. Don't tell me that you grew up in Kenya and you did not know that bang was an illegal narcotic in Kenya. How stupid were you? Tell me something. Of course, in other part of the world, people smoke weed. Of course, in the United States, some of the places are, you can go buy weed at the corner store because they got, they got the authority and licensure to do so. But in certain parts of the country and even certain parts of the states here, it is not legal. It is not legal to buy, promote, and traffic narcotics, illegal drugs, ban. In Jamaica, where I am from, of course, people smoke weed there. But they don't just come out and pushing it up in people's face and say, here's some weed. It's not done like that. And certain parts of Jamaica, it might be okay to do, because a lot of Jamaicans smoke weed in Jamaica and even here in America. But they don't just come out and do it like that. They do it discreetly. Okay? They do it in a discreet way. But no, Dee Mwango thinks she got her panties are bigger than everybody else's panties. So she over there buying it for them. She went to the worst ghetto in Kenya. The worst ghetto to seek out our ghetto people down. The worst of the worst ghetto. And not only that, since bang is illegal in Kenya, you're putting those people that are selling it, their lives at risk, because right now, as soon as they watch a video, they say, oh, that's the one that she was promoting the narcotics with. All those faces on there, it was like around 10 guys she had in the video. And she was buying the weed and the drugs for all of them. And she had it on her videos. It's not a secret. I saw it for my own self. I watched the video. But she knew she did something wrong. So what she did, she either deleted the video or she hid the video. If you know you didn't do anything wrong, why are you hiding your video for? Be a big girl. Keep your video up there. Thought you say you didn't watch reactors. So thank God for the reactors and for to save you. Thank God for that. The reactors really save you big time. Big time. You see something here. 60 seconds. That's probably why they fell out. Mara is not there now. Jackie didn't want such a big house. Mara extended it behind her back. Oh, wow. Anyways, guys, come back in. Yeah, I had to check some of the, someone was saying that Dee didn't want a big house. Mara extended it. They're just red eye, like they would say in Jamaica, and they're just greedy. They're just greedy and bad mind and everything that is bad. And when I won't stop on them, on those until when I see them start to do better. And in order for them to do better, They need to come out and help other people who are helping them. They can't just keep taking and taking and taking and taking and taking, because it's not, I'm not the only one that is seeing this. I'm not the only one that are looking. There are all of the reactors that are seeing it. All the reactors that are talking. Okay? So, and every time they turn around, they want to try to strike people's channel. I've never seen a set of people them that so bad mind. Oh, I remember when Mara was in Argentina. Mara was talking to the point where it was getting so obnoxious, where Mara was on the live stream with Dee Mwango saying that he was going to strike Coco Mama. He was, JT podcast is gone, Untrending is gone, AM Carol is gone. You guys cannot do that. You guys cannot do that to those people. JT Podcast ain't going nowhere. As you can see, JT Podcast is still, and I like what JT Podcast is doing now. When you check into JT Podcast, he has a disclaimer at the front. And all reactors, we should all protect ourselves by putting disclaimer inside of our description or in the front face of our video. Okay, because they're not the only ones here. Okay, we all need to survive and use to, like I said, YouTube is a big platform. They don't own YouTube. YouTube is for everybody. If they find a way to make money off of YouTube, we should also find a way to make money off of YouTube. They don't own YouTube. YouTube is American country. Why all, that's what I'm telling you. I don't trust those people from Never Answer Village, man. I think every day I say the same thing. They're the worst thing. They're the worst thing. Even Jin 2 is no better. Even Jin 2. And I get so upset when I see Jamaican uncle go there, and Jamaica uncle, he just makes them just use him the worst way. Because if Jamaica uncle wasn't there giving all of these gifts and giving Mara $4,000 for his newborn baby, they would love Jamaica uncle so much. But Jamaica uncle has to pay his way. He has to pay to stay current. He has to pay to stay there. There's nothing wrong with all of that. But be fair. Be fair. Don't just always want. Mara said with his own mouth, and I seen it when he was having the party at his home. Mara said with his own mouth, all you have to do is manipulate your environment. Do you know what that means when somebody say manipulate their environment? Come and tell lies and beg to get what you want, even though you got money in the bank for yourself. If you go on Social Blade, you will see where all of them are making money. Go on Social Blade and you'll see that these people, YouTube pays these people nice money every month based on their views. Sometimes the views drop off, yes, that they don't get much money, but these people rack up the book. These people make money, mucho dinero. Some of these people in Africa, I'm talking about Dee Mwango, Ayamara, and David Jr. now is making money. We don't make some of those money that they make. You understand? We don't make that kind of money. If YouTube is paying you $20,000 a month every month, that's in US money. And when they turn it out into shillings in Kenya, do you know how much money that is? That's why these people call themselves rich. Because they make a lot of money. Christmas List says how much he makes. Christmas List show is analytics the other day, and we see where Christmas List made $23,000 in 1 month based on the views that he's getting. So these people, they make a lot of money. So they should not be on YouTube begging. But the world is really not fair though. Because I notice people would rather pick up money and give to rich people, people who already have money, than give to poor people. It's a damn shame. It's a damn shame why you will actually donate to rich people than donate to poor people. And if this man is coming up in here and saying that I'm a rich man, if he's telling you that he's rich, And you guys are still giving him. What fools are you? Some of you guys, the subscribers are living in the UK, the United States, and Canada. You know how them part of the world is cold. Here it's getting cold now in the US. It's getting very cold now. I just turned on my furnace not too long ago. And I heard it's getting cold in Canada too, because my family, them live in Canada. And it's getting cold in the UK, right? It's getting so cold at those places. And you got these people coming up in here, begging and begging and begging and begging and begging and begging like it's no tomorrow. You people rather give to rich people than give to poor people. And some of the subscribers, like I said, some of them is hardly making it. They live in cold countries. They can't survive. They work 9 till 5. Okay, in cold, sometimes they do long shift, long hours, and sending all of that money to Ayamara. And Mara is saying that he's a rich man. How dumb and stupid are you people when a person is telling you guys that they're rich? How dumb and stupid are you people? You people cannot hardly afford to pay your rent. Do you make $20,000 a month like Mara? Do you make $20,000 a month? No, you don't. You don't make $20,000 a month like Mara. Because most of you only get some of you only get $2,000 a month from Social Security. And some of you don't even collect that while you're working for people 9 till 5. But every chance you get, you guys are emptying out your bank account to send it to a man in Africa. And that man is looking at you guys, laughing at you guys and calling you fools and running to the bank every month. Ayamara said in his videos numerous times that he makes lots of money every month. He's a rich person. But Ayamara says in one of his videos he have not been to the bank to take out none of the money that YouTube been sending him every month. You know who has been supporting Mara every month with his wife and his children? You guys are. The subscribers and the viewers. The big donors that are donating to Ayamara and Dee Mwango. You guys are supporting Ayamara and Dee Mwango. You guys are supporting them, and you guys cannot take care of yourselves, but you guys are supporting them. You guys can't even afford to buy sugar. You guys can't even afford to buy rice. You can't even afford to pay your rent. You can't even afford to pay your doctor's bill. You can't even afford to pay your light bill. You can't even afford to pay your gas bill. But you guys are sending your last money to this man that comes on his live stream every day and tell you guys that I am a rich man. How is that? How stupid are you guys? Dee Mwango now is doing the same thing. Only thing she's not as good as Ayamara when it comes on to the begging. But he's training her. He's training her how to beg. And every minute she come up on a live stream, when she got something on her mind and she can put out a video, she come up on that live stream like a big bad wolf. And when she come up on that big bad live stream, you see the face is going in a different direction. The mouth is up and down. The eyes are everywhere. Because people with them type of eyes there, man, they're wicked people. Dee Mwango is not a good person. She haven't shown no good. Notice the people that Dee Mwango have collaborated with. I'm talking about including Kino. Have you seen Dee Mwango promoting Kino's channel? When was the last time Dee Mwango promoted Kino? When was the last time? And Kino was in Jamaica the whole entire time with Dee Mwango, was protecting her, helping her. And instead, the views was going up and up and up and up, and the subscribers going up for Dee Mwango, and Kino still have not reached 100,000 subscribers yet. Have you seen Dee Mwango promoting Kino? All that good stuff that Kino was doing for her in Jamaica? All that good stuff that Jamaica and Kino was taking her around to our people, letting her familiarize herself with our culture, let her get into our culture, learn our culture. Instead, she went down there and come up with a whole bunch of lies that she bought a car down there, she bought a home down there, all lies. Where's the tree house that she bought in Jamaica? Where's the car that she bought in Jamaica? Where is all that stuff at? Where is the Jamaican passport that she claimed that she was going to get on the Jamaican citizen? Where is that all of that, Dee Mwango? Where's all them lies that you told? Where is all that? You think that people are not watching you? How can you be believable? How can people trust you? Yeah, and then you have the nerve to strike those Jamaican people's channel. You had a lot of people that was on your side before. But the minute you strike the Jamaican people's channel, that's when everybody, most of the good people, turn against you. Because you strike their channel because they're saying that, oh, Dee Mwango bought her mama a car. They wasn't even saying anything that's bad. But what pissed you off is because you couldn't get Keno. So you decide, okay, let me strike those people's channel so they can stop using my videos. Regardless of they use your video, they was not saying anything bad about you. And the reason why you got pissed off, you couldn't get the man that you really wanted in Jamaica. You could not get Keno because Keno is who you really wanted. And he was not available for you. And that it got you so pissed to the point where you strike those ladies' channel. Okay? And they weren't saying, and then to top it off again, you were portraying this big lie about your bought a mama car. You know you didn't buy your mama no car. You bought that car for yourself and you claiming that you're buying the car for your mother. You know your mama couldn't drive. Your mama still cannot drive a car. Your mama said she wants a Toyota. Your mama don't want no BMW. You guys can't afford BMW. You guys know what BMW is? You have to be able to maintain that BMW. That's why you cannot drive that BMW every day because you don't have the money to maintain that type of car. You're claiming that you're the rich auntie, but you still can't take care of a BMW. Last time David Jr. drove that car, he tore off the bumper. You had to fix it. You're so dumb that you couldn't say, well, brother, you were the one that was driving the car. I think it's your responsibility to fix my car. You had to come out of your pocket and fix the car. Where or how on earth are you going to be buying a car that you cannot afford? Do you have a driver's license? I don't think you have driver's license. You claim that, oh, people are talking all kinds of stuff about you don't have driver. You don't have any driver's license. You don't. My opinion is, this is my opinion from what I see inside of the video. You don't have a driver's license. You don't have it. Because if you had driver's license, you would need Uncle Mo to be driving you around. You would need David Jr. to be driving. You would need nobody to drive you around. You need to go to driving school and learn how to drive the proper way. You are even doing that illegal stuff in Jamaica while Oliver and Lifestyle had to call you out. And the minute Oliver and Lifestyle called you out, you're using Esther to fight against our own people. Don't put Esther into nothing. Don't get Esther involved into nothing because Esther is a good lady. Esther don't need to be fighting your battles for you. You have Shane be fighting your battle for you because Shane had to come out and defend you against Oliver and Filter. But I'm telling Shane, don't need to disrespect your elder. You don't need to do that, Shane. You don't need to do that for Dee Mwango because Dee Mwango right now don't care about you. If Dee Mwango had cared about you, Dee Mwango would have never made a fool at you at the airport. She knew for a fact that you needed a visa. You can't book somebody's ticket without checking to see if they need a visa to travel at a particular country. She was just trying to make a fool out of you and getting back at Keno. She was getting back at Keno. That's exactly what she did because she had the money at the time to do it. She was getting a lot of views from Jamaica. That's where the views are located in Jamaica. That's where views are. If you want views, go to Jamaica. That's what she was getting. She was getting all of the delicious views. And she was getting all that US money coming in her bank account while she was in Jamaica. So she was living good in Jamaica, claiming that she was paying $3,000 a month for the tree house. That probably might be so, yeah. That probably might be so. But if you notice, she was getting all of the views and she had money to pay for it. Money was not an option. The only time when money became an option for her and she didn't want to be in Jamaica anymore because she couldn't get Keno. Keno didn't want her like that. She wanted Keno real bad, but Keena didn't want her like that. Keena said he has his girlfriend. And she kept on hanging on and hanging on and hanging on. She practically screwed up that work relationship right there. Why you couldn't just continue working? Have your own life and let Keena have his own life. Both of you would have benefited. You would have benefited from all of the views. Keena would have benefited from all of the subscribers and views. So, you see, this world is not fair. You all only want stuff for yourselves. That's all you guys want. Hold on a minute, guys. 1 sec. 1 second here. Let me check here. 1 second. Let me check to see what is going on. Yes, guys. Back to it again. Anyways, guys, this chat has gone over 1 hour. I will come back again next Sunday or probably before, but I know for sure I'm going to be doing live streams every Sunday. Thank you all for coming. Please like, please subscribe, and once you subscribe, please stay. Do not unsubscribe once you subscribe. Turn on your notification bell, subscribe to me, stay with me, help me build this channel, okay? I really appreciate all of you guys. So like, subscribe, comment, and share, guys. Bye, bye, bye. Love you all, my people. Bye-bye.